timing attacks going in. I'm hoping that Frostivus, landing in a little bit of unorthodox spot, but it looks like he wants to find this timing attack onto Verse and Mike. Mike looking for an armor right now, already has a dagger. One of the best weapons off spawns going into this. Verse on the Jacina has a katana. Dagger versus katana, pretty tough. Same thing with Frostivus. He does have a fan, but we're gonna get CDY versus Spider. Ice fight, like you were saying, Runekeeper. CDY does have the advantage on Spider right now with a ton of momentum, able to get the parry. Goes for the double hold. Gold F's not gonna matter. Spider taking a big chunky damage, but he's gonna get that armor to reset. CDY coming down with the drop down. Spider looking for the same thing, mirroring each other's play. Both of them wondered where the other one went. CDY gonna take to the sky. Doesn't want Spider to take this reset. He's willing to gamble it all on this instant. Triple hold out's gonna go on. Double hold's gonna come out. Cross parry denied by Spider, and now CDY against the ropes right now. Last hit situation. Now Spider does want to take this fight right now. CDY is able to find that armor reset. Spider half charge, gonna get the wake up, gonna get the grapple bump into the follow-up, and CDY is gonna fall to Spider.
Oh my goodness, CDY takes the risk there and it doesn't pay off. Spider off to a really good start here. He's gonna get quite a big loot advantage as he's going to be able to pressure over into these fights here where Frostivus verse and that Mike is. He's going to be able to look for those clean third parties and come in looted ahead of these guys if he's able to find the rotation he wants. And we're going to see Mike here trying to keep that pressure up on Verse trying to break away and play around the wall. We'll find a clean scale rush. Mike going to return the favor with a little bit of chip damage, but Frostivus coming in with a scale rush of his own, going to find some big damage onto both of them. Frostivus looking for that target acquisition on Verse, trying to make something happen here and keep the pressure up. Verse is going to head on inside, able to get a little bit of a reset there. Will find the full reset as well. Mike down below, a little low on stamina, looking for a way into the fight. Frostivus playing at range here. He wants to find a good third party. Yet again, Mike going to get parried out here by Verse, but Verse not going to be able to find too much off of it as he takes away the terrain, going to clutch it out. And there it is, exactly what I was talking about. WBG Spider coming in, looking for that clean third party onto these guys with the armor advantage over him, with the weapon advantage over him. This is exactly what Spider needed to do. He needed to loot up very quickly post that fight there with CDY and pressure into this fight with a good rotation. He's now letting these players go head to head here. Spider in a great position, doesn't find the scale rush though, as we do see Verse go topside, and Spider will come up and keep the pressure going. Verse gonna find a couple of hits on him. Spider with the read though, able to get away. Does invest the F just a little early here, but wants to create some distance so he can look for a clean third party as Mike comes in to keep the pressure on to Verse. Spider looking for those bow shots. This is going to be it. Verse is going to be put in the corner here by these players. That armor's going to go away. Verse is going to pop the ultimate. Spider going to invest his ultimate so he can get the chase down here. Verse not in a good position. Spider might be able to clean this up. He's got to come topside. If he can find another dash onto him here, that's going to be it. There it is. WBG Spider finds the rotation and finds the elimination.
Wonderful tracking coming out from Spider, able to track perfectly, guesses the direction he's going to exit, and finds the triple charge with that burn damage coming out with Adi. Tesla's going to be coming out. Two rivals going at it. Mike's going to ice off some of the pressure now. Frostivus challenger to the throne. This is Frostivus' chance. He needs to find a kill. He needs to slow these two down on the Faria pick. It's only going to get tougher for Frostivus as the rounds go on. Faria, unfortunately, doesn't have a lot of tools to maintain the pressure in this high mobility meta. Mike staying on type of Spider though, keeping the 2v1 lockdown going in. Mike tagging in, able to find the light attack onto Spider, but Spider fighting back. Double charge gonna come out. Mike is gonna get toasted on the cross. Double hold horizontal is gonna come slicing through, taking down Mike, and Spider on his tried and true longsword, finding the parry onto Frostivus as well, but Frostivus has his work cut out for them. Spider in that ultimate, trying to fade away, trying to ice off the pressure. Spider's tracking has been impeccable today though. Frostivus does put his ult down, gonna go and roll into it, and we're gonna go into round two. Frostivus versus WBG Spider.
Spider playing this really well, able to get those burn tick damages out on the Frostivus, able to reposition into a very unfavorable piece of terrain here for Frostivus. Frostivus hot side here. Spider's just going to get the full reset, and he can wait this ultimate out and be in a really strong position to just pressure Frostivus here. He's going to come out into the open and just keep Frostivus right where he wants him, keeps him trying to make something happen. Is going to look for the scale rush here, is going to back away here off of it with that Honk Sword, just keeping it up, is going to come down, look for the repair so he can go back into this fight with the advantage there on the purple weapon. He's able to find some huge stuff. Frostivus finds a massive carry though, will maximize it there with the longsword R&B, doing a ton of damage to Spider. Spider forced to invest the F. He goes topside, but Frostivus with the grapple read. This is going to be it. Frostivus picks up the elimination onto WBG. Spider. Frostivus just has his number, but now backed into the corner as DRG's Fong shows up for the third party. I don't think there's anything Frostivus can do, and he goes down.
Wonderful play from Frostivus and Fong. Excellent play to spot the momentum, possibly sense a no ult situation. Unfortunately for Frost, this is why Spider was trying to back out, doesn't want to fight with no ultimate, but Frost drags him to deep water, drowns Spider in it, able to get that super clutch delayed 1.5 parry onto Spider and get the grapple cancel coming out. But unfortunately for him, Fong with the prep, no longer just Mr. No Release, goes back to back blues, flying through the blue skies, gets the deep fry onto Frostivus. Unfortunately for him, now Frostivus and Spider, they were set up pretty to go into that mid game. Now both of them are gonna have to go to their plan Bs and see if they can bring back this game. 2-2-5, King Underdog himself gonna be waiting in this first Realm of Yang. This is really gonna set the pace on how this meta is gonna evolve on this day on Holoroth.
Yeah, we're going to get a good Realm of Yang here, too, as well. It's going to be Kaylee's T225 versus OUG's Mike. T225 on that Justina pick. Mike going to be representing the Tessa here. T225 going to go airborne here with the longsword, looking to make an entrance into the fight. Isn't going to find the horizontal. Mike going to find a huge hit there off of those nunchucks into it. T225 with a couple of pistol shots, looking for the scale rush on the backside. Both of them holding the Tessa ult through the pillar, though. Really smart play by OUG's Mike here. Unfortunately, T225's topside Mike not going to be able to capitalize too much. Will find some huge damage on the fall off of the pillar though. T225 feeling forced to invest the ultimate here. He's not going to get the freeze. Mike going to hold the blue twice. Now the massive parry coming out, but Mike with the F still to invest here. One dash left remaining for T225. He's got to make something happen out of it if he wants to go all the way. Mike coming back in. He's not going to get the dash. This is so unfortunate for T225. He does find the parry into the fight though. Goes for it into the carousel. Re-uppercut grapple bump with the follow-up. 1-2-3. Lets it go. Mike takes a ton of damage. He's able to tap down to the ultimate. They're just in the neutral back and forth. We're going to see the trigger come through. Mike not able to find the full punishment off of it though. T225 keeps the pressure up. The F going to be reinvested. Mike though finds control of the neutral and takes it all.
Big LMB coming out from Mike, covering the escape with the F2. And we're going to take to the sky. CDY versus Panaman, or CDY Panaman versus Spider. Spider with that impeccable spacing right now, able to dodge the triple charge coming out. Now dive bombing back to the ground, looking for the triple charge himself. Now we're going to the neutral. 30 seconds left. Spider with the whole dodge and gonna get the parry, gonna get the reset, forcing out the gold F. Great play from Panaman. CDY to go on top of the pillar, able to get the follow-up focus attack into the 1-2. Spider-Man now against the rope. CDY has it, but Spider knows he's gonna throw the focus attack, gets the crazy parry into the wake up, and CDY is gonna fall when he had it in the palm of his hand. Spider is just gonna grip it and take it away. WBG Spider is firing on all cylinders today.
Oh, he's absolutely killing it. You know, this is something we've given CDY a little bit of grief for this season, especially in Realm of Yang. He's very well known for releasing those blues when he's in that position. He does it twice. Spider knows he's known for doing it, gets the raw read off of it and parries them not once but twice, and it costs CDY everything inside that Realm of Yang. Absolutely huge for WBG Spider. That momentum he has right now is insane. The fact that he was able to find himself in the Realm of Yang with the position he was where he loses that early fight, also huge. Spider takes a lot of risk there, and it pays off for him here. This is what I talked about. He needs to carry that momentum into this game, and that's exactly what he's doing with this pick right now, Raven.
Wang Lang going to the skies right now, gonna try to get this reset right now. Plume Castle, where all the action is. So much terrain situations. Nice triple charge gonna come out, trying to ice off some of this pressure, but Hadi ult is gonna be invested right now. 2 minutes to Wang Lang's name. That Yang depletion is ticking. He's gonna need to be finding a kill, but we see the whole lobby descend upon Plume Castle. Mike joining in the fray on that Tesla plus the Vermilions. 1 minute to make a play happen. Taking the skies, looking for a weakened player. They're all looking for this Hadi. Wang Lang down to a last hit point situation, is able to delay right now, but is it inevitable that he is going to go down? All of these Teslas, all of these fares, and Justina's piling in, looking for this lone Hadi, looking for this lone bird, just trying to survive right now. Wang Lang doesn't make it out alive. He is going to get taken down, but who is going to be taken down next? Serrano down to half health. Mike looking for the Dragon Roll, not able to get it right now. Dragon Slayer is going to be coming out. B3 where the B2 from Spider is going to take down Arano, and Spider is having a massive game. We were talking about this earlier, Rune. The clutch play for Spider, knowing that his Hadi can go absolutely nuts on Hollowrath, and he's showing us right now why he saved it.
Yeah, this is absolutely what Spider needed this game. He set himself up for it. This is the perfect time to do it too, right? He's coming off that huge high from the last game where he gets an MVP. His mental's in a great place. He doesn't see Hadi get banned out before the phase 3 pick. This is huge for him. If he's able to go ahead and get to that match point going forward from here, Spider is going to be in such a good position to clutch it all out here, and Mike right now has got to be feeling the pressure. He's still in it, but he's only got 1 elimination this game. Spider was able to knock him out early, and now Spider is just keeping the pressure going. As we cut back over to Mike here inside Plume Castle, we see Fong and Verse trading blows over here. Star showing up in the mix as well. Fong gonna come in with a huge scale rush. Star and Fong just kind of trading blows there onto Verse. Verse gonna back away and look for the reset, as almost all 8 players are chilling right here on the very edge of Plume Castle. Like you talked about earlier, this really one of the only few places you can play keep away on this map because of how wide open it is. This, and then you're going to see these players look to rotate north towards that tower if it's still inside the zone here, and it doesn't look like it's going to be, so things going to be very interesting. We're going to see the players look to gravitate towards these buildings right here that are still inside the edge as we cut back to a replay between CDY and KLA's T225. CDY with a huge intro into that fight with the R&B on to T225. The massive parry from T225 though just sets it back up in his favor. He just needs to find the read. The F's gonna come through, and he lets the zone do the work. The poison splash comes in, but he doesn't let it spoil for him as we head into the realm of Yang. It's T225 versus Frostivus.
Big fight right now. 2 of these guys challenging the throne. Dark horses in this, both looking to take down Mike and Spider. First though, we're gonna get the GOAT himself versus Verse. New school versus old school. Mike with the overhold, looking for the parry, not able to get it with the nunchucks. Verse wise enough. Gold Hawk Sword, gonna get that nice double charge, gonna get the grapple through the midair, just goes for a little bit of chip, gonna cover the light attack with his ultimate, looks for the dash grab, but Mike weaving in and out, dodging, releasing the focus attack. Nice denial, double jump, blind camera parry on to Mike. Now Mike in the last support situation, able to get the wake up, the LMB into the Tesla ult. Big damage is gonna be coming out, but Verse doesn't shy away again, gets a big parry versus Mike, and new school beats old school this time.
This is a rough situation for the Vivian as we cut over to our other realm of Yang. It's going to be KLA's T225 versus Frostivus. Frostivus trying to make the most of his mech here. Look for the reset. It's going to come over and aggressively pressure on to T225 with the cannon. Will find the first hit. Doesn't find the second. T225 able to use the wake up to get away there. Frostivus going to come in looking to close out. Goes for the scale rush to the side to bait out T225. He is able to get a really clean bait there. He's going to use the F to come back down with the fan. R&B goes for the overhold to cancel back out. Takes control of the neutral. T225 is going to go for the parry, finds the whip. Frostiness is going to find the punish. We're going to see the Ep come in. T225 goes low, but it's not enough. Both players time out. Now Frostiness, T225, and Mike are going to be out here with Yang depletion. This is going to make things very interesting as we head into zone 4.
Keep it my heart. The 1 HP again. Frostiness just stellar. Super perfect play, neck to neck with the best fighters, and it's just coming down. If Yang was just longer, just 5 more seconds, Frostiness could be securing these kills. Now he's out there in the wild. Yang depletion, he's in a tough spot. Can he make this work? Mike has been making this work. When he comes out, he's gonna find an ideal fight versus 225, but we got AS Fong on the outside, lurking, ready to take advantage of the situation. 225 has to pop the Jacina all, but the full sword slams are coming in. Big Dragon Slayer is going to be coming out. Fong is going to come with the double charge. Perfect assassination play by Fong, but Mike with those fast fingers able to get that soul bloom and clear out his Yang depletion. Frostiness does join up to the party, not able to get the Yang depletion. Can he find the same success as Mike?
We're going to find out here as he keeps the pressure up onto AS. He does have the 3 minutes left remaining on the Yang depletion. Plenty of time for him to find an elimination here. Fong going to come in and keep some pressure onto AS. Going to help him out. He doesn't get the elimination, but the soul bloom is definitely his. Fong doesn't want to pressure onto it. Frostiness gets to keep his game alive, and Fong gets to pick up an elimination and go to 4. As we take a look at the overall scoreboard, WBG Spider at 5, DRG's Fong at 4, and OUG's Mike. He is crucially still in the game here, but he is lagging far behind as Spider has created such a heavy gap. And onto his pick here, heading into the final zone, Spider has set himself up for success with the aggression he's put together here in game number 4.
Interesting lineup going to this endgame. Normally we see a very zipping lineup, and it's usually the S tier pick, but like I was saying, I felt like players were considering, like, do we really let the zipping swarm go at it? Do we really want to share kills? And it looks like the bursting characters are still doing super well. The power of Hadi on either Morris or Hollows. Rarely do we see a character who is the best character on both maps, but the V2, 25 seconds to do whatever you want, and it doubling down as a defensive and offensive cooldown is showing to be super important in this current meta. Now Mike on the Tesla understands this, looking to slow down Spider, but unfortunately nothing can slow down the locomotive that is Spider today. My man is just rolling through everyone, taking names, and absolutely showing the old school vintage Spider that dominated everyone.
As we take a look back here at a replay between Wang Liang and JDA's verse there during one of our Realm of Yangs at the beginning of the game here. Verse in a really strong position with that legendary Hongsword, looking to make some pistol shots come in. It goes in, looks for the scale rush. The Hadi going to invest the F2, followed up by the ultimate. We're going to see Verse here with the ult, though, going to try to match the momentum there with those dashes. He's got one in the tank, so he's just got to play this good. We're going to see Wang Liang looking to come in there. He's able to duck underneath of it there, gets the misread, and Verse going to capitalize on it when he finds that opportunity, waits for him to come down and clips his wings.
Verse, just absolutely stellar performance inside the Realm of Yang. My man knows how to W key, has it down perfectly inside Yang, but can he have that same success in these end games? This is something where I feel like the veterans have a little bit of an advantage right now. They've seen so many different scenarios, so many different terrain scenarios, that these nuances pay off so much going into these end games. If you don't have an exact sequence of how you want these scenarios to play out, which characters you want on which, because it's not just about the hero, it's also about the weapons. Can you observe and see who has some weird Jade of Destiny, some big Jade that may make the difference in these end games? If you see a fan with Soul Shatter, you got to know that this guy can just immediately delete half of your armor with a free uppercut combo. If you see Phoenix Blast, if you see Heartstopper, if you see Dragon Roar, all of these things will slightly change who people target in these end games. So you got to be careful to keep your ace cards close to your heart to make sure that you don't just get lobbied out in these situations. And with Mike, Verse, Spider, Fong, Star, the top 5 are all in this, and they are a lot closer than the scores reveal. Only 10 points difference between Star and Spider. Now Frost at 13, if he wants to bring this back, this is one of the games and one of the characters that he's perfectly equipped to do this. Now, good thing for him, the other Faria who's alive with them is Fong, so it's very likely that these two are going to be able to get to a heal-off situation.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting circle with 6 players left remaining alive. Take a look at Spider's score, by the way, 27.5. All he has to do, he doesn't even have to find an elimination here, right? He just needs to survive one more position to go into that critical state where he is at match point, and that is huge for Spider because he will be the first one there, and then we will see how he adapts to being there when the rest of these lobbies look to target him out, especially considering he saved that hottie pick and he used it for this particular game to get ahead. It gives me the idea that he might have something in the back pocket that we're not expecting to come out of him for him to be able to clutch out that crucial MVP to walk away your champion. We're going to see Mike here coming over. We talked about these earlier today, how important they can be for some of that extra loot coming forward. Also, Mike going to crucially set an armor up for himself here like he usually does. This is what Mike does. He's going to move away, set the armor there. Yep, this is exactly what I knew he was going to do, right? He's going to set it where nobody else sees it, so he's got it to fall back onto here as we head into the final stages of the game. Mike doing what Mike does best. Spider going to be coming over and around the edge here. Mike just going to play away from him, does not want to pressure too hard into it. And Spider here just doesn't even have to take a fight. He has put in the work already, Raven, and just has to wait it out.
I'm curious if Spider saw that armor was hidden. The camera panned out. It looked like Spider might have repositioned that armor for himself. So Mike might come into a rude surprise that someone has restashed his armor. Now, going to this end game, any of these guys are a good target for Frostivus and Fong. They just need anyone else to get the herd thinned a little bit more. Mainly their biggest threat is this Justina and the hottie. That burn damage can possibly yoink them and finish them off a little bit earlier than they would like inside their mech. Also, competition. Last little bit, whoever gets the last hit is going to pick up the kills because the zone just does so much damage to this heal up. We're going to get that 80% Moonbane. There is a lone zipping still alive. Star with 2 kills on that zipping, staying hidden, knowing that there is no other zipping. There is no zipping swarm to keep him alive. Unfortunate for him, he may get targeted out because he is still one of the favorites. He literally has to do nothing. All he has to do is not get hit, and he can still possibly win this endgame. Really, really interesting endgame going into this. No one has an absolute advantage. People are trying to squeeze a little bit, and Spider is going to reveal that he does have Merciless. This is what gets you focus fired in these endgames, when you reveal a little bit too early. In trios, where you have your teammates to defend you and no one sneak up to you, Merciless, one of the best Jades. In solos, though, it takes a little bit to wind up, so I'm curious to see if Spider does get lobbied because of revealing his hand with Merciless.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. He also, most notably, he's got a white staff, right? He does not have an optimal staff to really be throwing that around with. He's kind of using it as a zoning tool. It's going to be interesting to see how he uses it. And like you said, revealing it here, not a great position for him to be in. You run the chance of getting lobbied. He is playing that hottie, so he does have that momentum. But as soon as he burns that ultimate, if he gets caught out for it, the rest of the lobby is going to turn on to him very quickly. We are in a 6-person lobby here. There's only one hero that there's multiple left remaining, and that's going to be the Faria. It's going to be Fong and Frostivus on those Farias. For the rest of it, this is probably the most diverse end circle we've seen in a long time, Raven. Fong over here taking a little bit of damage there. Now Mike trying to come in and create some pressure onto the space. Verse looking to come in as well, and now we're going to see Fong in a interesting situation. Verse on the outside. Nobody wanting to overcommit here, though. 48 seconds until we collapse on to zone 7. That armor that we saw Mike stash earlier is all the way out in the zone, so he does not have that to fall back onto here. He's looking to come away and keep things moving. We're going to see Fong take a little bit of damage here, get knocked towards the edge of the zone, and the pressure starting to lock onto Fong here. And this is one of the problems with being one of those fairies. Nobody wants to see the lobby to go to a heal off. Now Frostivus also going to be the one on the receiving end of some of these pain. These guys know the target acquisition needs to turn onto this fairy, as they need to get him out of this lobby as soon as possible. Frostivus is the one who everybody is turning onto here. Verse just around the corner here on that zip, trying to come in and make, or sorry, Verse on Justine, I don't know why I said zip, but Frostivus is going to create the space he needs here. Verse looking at to go here, but he's forced to pop the ultimate, and this could spell disaster for Verse if the lobby decides to turn on him when those charges go away.
The good thing about Justina, even though he's popped his ultimate, he can still cancel right now. I call the Justina ultimate in endgame the white flag, because once people see that you pop that Justina ult, it's a white flag, you're surrendering. Frostbite does a really good job of icing off the pressure and not going down right now. Fong does his best to hold his ground, pushing out Star, the last zipping remaining. Now Frostivus and Fong not getting along as Ferio brethren. Spider securing this one spot. No one really wants to mess with the hottie, knowing that he is not a free kill. Plus he has the Merciless, so Spider literally controlling half of the end circle with his Merciless. No one really wants to go in. Mike does throw a Tessa ult right into Spider. Crazy play from Mike, trying to get this hottie focused out right now. Now Spider unfortunately forced to use his ultimate really early. He would like to have held it a little bit early. Does he go for the cancel and keep his ultimate, or does he invest? He does go for the cancel. He's gonna look to try to build his ultimate going to this last leg of this, but going the distance, this is where Frostivus and Fong have the advantage. Can the Fairies steal this away? Can Spider get his ultimate online again? It's Mike with no ultimate. It's going down to the wire.
This is going to be really interesting. Spider just needs to survive one more position here, and he is in a bit of a tight spot as he waits to try to get that ultimate back up online. But he has secured a really good space for himself. Some pistol shots going to come in down from below. Fong going to go airborne, potentially looking to evict Spider here. He is going to catch him with the fan there. Spider still on the backside, but the zone coming in, he can't afford to stay. He's going to pop that F2, go airborne here, look to get in the air and continue to try to hold out this space. Spider in such a terrible situation here. He cannot go out if he wants to be at match point. He's got to hold it together here. He's trying to make something happen. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a Spider. Only 0.5 points away from the match point, is going to be knocked out by DRG's Fong. Fong going to go to 5 eliminations and even take the MVP away from WBG Spider. Frostivus here up in the mech, trying to go to the heal off here with the rest of the lobby. JJH Star coming in. DRG's Fong holding it till the very end. Going to reposition. Going to sit on Frostivus's head here. Gets frozen out, but it doesn't matter. Mike picks up an elimination on Diverse. Goes to 2. Mike finds another one on the floor. Oh my god, Mike just popping off left, right, center here. Goes to 3 eliminations, but Fong is still going to walk away your MVP.